Hey y'all. So I'm back with another word, and this is kind of tying into the word that I posted previously. I just chose to do a separate word on it. But so if the previous word was for you, then this word is for you as well. So I was I don't know, I was watching something on YouTube and this commercial comes on, right? And it's like the guy's like, I never think it's too late to turn things around. I mean, I know you care and I know what you're capable of. And then I skipped through the rest of it, and the video that pops up next is a confession coming. So then this clip of this show that I've never seen a day in my life, couldn't even tell you what it was called. I have no idea. But it was titled, this specific clip out of the show was titled, I Couldn't Wait Until Tomorrow. And it was 2 minutes and 18 seconds long, the clip. And 2:18 in the Strongs means to arouse, to awaken, to stir up. And so basically it was this guy who, it looked like they were in college, and he goes to her dorm room, right? And he's like basically asking her out on another, I guess they had went on a date previously or something, and he was like, you know, asking her, maybe it had been a while since the first date, I don't know. I think that's what it was. I'm not really sure, but basically he was asking her out again, but she couldn't go that day, right? She couldn't go out that day. And he was like, oh, well, you know, she's like, well, I don't mean I don't want to go at all. Like, I don't want to go out with you at all. I just can't go today, because she was studying for something for a test or something like that, right? And he was like, well, then what about tomorrow? And she's like, I can do that tomorrow, right? And then he goes out and he like creates for her this like study sheet or this cheat sheet or whatever it is that she needed. He goes out and he creates it, right? And he brings it back to her and he's like, I couldn't wait until tomorrow. He was so adamant. He's like, I can't wait till tomorrow. Like, he had to see her that day, okay? And that is how these spouses are going to be when this love is awakened in them and aroused and stirred up in them. They're going to be like it's going to be that impressing on them. Like they can't wait any longer. Like they have to see you, right? And so also, like, I never think it's too late to turn things around. It's never too late to turn things around. And it's like, I mean, I know you care and I know what you're capable of. And it's almost like that's what the spouse is saying to you, right? And vice versa. Like, it's never too late. The opportunity is there, right? And they know that you care. You've shown them that, and you know that they care, and they know what you're capable of. They know your value, right? They know your value, they know your worth. And it's kind of like that second chance, right? And vice versa. And so that confession is coming. And because I know we've heard it, like the letter, the confession, it's coming, right? God is stirring up and arousing and awakening that love. And then a sacred silhouette popped up with a video on my YouTube. A conversation is coming. And at the same time on the screen, I could also see right under it, Crossfade, the song Cold. And I just posted a video about that a few weeks ago. And that video was 3 minutes and 34 seconds long. 334 means a votive, in the Strongs, a votive offering, a gift, an offering resulting from a vow. So that could even just been a vow that they made to God, like if you know, whatever the case, I don't know. But the conversation's coming. The confession is coming. they're realizing it's not too late to turn things around, right? That's what God is kind of showing them. They know that you care. You know, it's obvious that you love them. It's obviously obvious that this is a God thing. It's 12:34 right now as I am speaking, which in the Strong's means breakthrough. That breakthrough is coming, right? And they know what you're capable of. They now know your worth. They now see you the way God sees you. And so that this conversation, it is coming, okay? And this brings me back to a dream that I had. I've mentioned it a few times, where I was walking into this pink hotel, right? And I see my spouse laying there asleep in a room. Like, I walk up to this room. The door was open, okay? The door was open. So I look at him, and he's literally laying there like this. And it's pink, right? Pink means love, right? It represents love. It represents a few things, but love, okay? And so then I turn around and I start walking away. And he's going from, and he's just like, and then he turns around and he's like looking for me, but I'm walking away, right? So here's the word. I got this January, February, March, April, May 8th. Yes, I'm going to count on my fingers because I still do that and probably always will. May 8th of 2024. And it says, the conversation you desire to be had is near, so close it's in sight. They have sat up and started awakening. Little by little, love has and is being awakened. Just like the word I'm posting before this that connects, right? Look again, the homecoming. This is a gradual, like they're being gradually delivered from their pride, little by little. They are awakening little by little. Love is also awakening little by little. This all happens in stages. It doesn't just happen overnight. So the door is wide open. Don't walk away from it. Walk through it. You can't afford to give up and walk away now. Also, God said, and I don't know if it's in this word. Oh, it is. So we'll get to that. Okay. So this is the pivotal moment, which I just mentioned the other day. This is why you can't get in your feelings right now. And you got to continue to daily sanctify yourself, purify yourself, your heart, your mind daily. It is crucial in this time. This is the pivotal moment. You too have already begun rising from the ashes. Okay. Remember the the double transformation videos from just like a few weeks back. There's a transformation that has happened on both ends. If this is for you, if those were for you, there has been 2 transformations that have now taken place. You and your spouse. It's not just you any longer. It's both of you. You two have already begun rising from the ashes. You must continue to glean, Ruth, in Boaz's field, shining brightly. That could just be simply your obedience to being that assistant in this time, right? Even though it may not look the way that God said, but he's telling you that it is that way. You got to continue to be obedient and move when he says move, right? Remember, aside from me, you are also that light that is guiding them. That is what, this is the full circle moment. That is why you are seeing everything familiar circling back around, good and bad. But that does not mean that it's the same, okay? But that's what makes it a full circle moment. What I say is without contradiction. I don't speak anything that I don't mean. You cannot be unwise, undiscerning in this time. I told you to look and examine everything, I told you to look and examine everything very carefully. You have to withstand and resist the enemy. I am giving, like, the thoughts that he might be planting in your mind, the negative thoughts, like all of that, right? You must resist the enemy. I am giving you the strength. It is crucial for you to do this. You are their wife or husband, vice versa. It has already been done. If you walk away, You are breaking covenant with me. You must not and cannot give up. I told you that they are coming back to mend and repair what was broken. I meant it. They will see you as genuine, real, true, blameless, just as I have spoken. And that reminds me of the video that Bold for Christ posted yesterday. They see you as a tree, but they will see you clearly. Right now, they see you as a tree, but they will see you clearly. Something along those lines. If you have not seen that, if you feel led to, definitely watch it. Do not let your eyes deceive you. The physical, a lot of the time, can look very deceiving, right? That's why it's so easy for the enemy to come in and manipulate you and such, if you allow him to. It is happening now under the sound of my voice as I speak. Remember, breakthrough, which I just mentioned a few minutes ago. It was 12:34, breakthrough. Remember, breakthrough, miracle at midnight, right on time delivery. It is here. It is now. Do not fret. Do not be anxious. Stay close to me. Have eyes to see, ears to hear, and a heart open to receiving. And I had gotten Matthew 7:7. Continue to ask God and he will give it to you. Well, continue to ask and God will give it to you. Continue to search and you will find. Continue to knock and the door will be open. And I had also gotten Philippians 4:4. Be full of joy in the Lord always. I will say it again. Be full of joy. And the miracle at midnight word, I mentioned it even in a video a few days ago. I'm going to go ahead and read that word because it has been brought up twice now. Okay. This was from May 2nd. Okay. Miracle at midnight. May 2nd of 2024, actually. A surprising, unexpected miracle coming out of left field is headed your way, being made manifest. And I just mentioned 17:17 earlier in the other video. That means in the Strong's manifest. It has been intricately designed and woven just for you, made and planned with much care and consideration, very much thought and planned out accordingly. Time in the enemy's camp is up. Prepare to be amazed, mind blown, blown away. Weeping tears of joy, no more tears of sorrow. So, something else I need to mention real quick that a few days ago I put in a video, or I made a video about full circle moment and how you mirror your spouse and your spouse mirrors you, okay? And so it is crucial that in this time you are doing what is right. You are not living in sin. So for example, if your spouse has been struggling with an addiction spirit, like a spirit of addiction, right? With, okay, alcohol, for example, but you're over here drinking alcohol, right? You might not feel like you haven't, you might drink alcohol once a week or something, right? But your spouse is struggling with, it's going, they're gonna, God can't deliver them from that, right? Because you mirror. And like I had mentioned, masturbation. If your spouse is over here, God's trying to deliver them from lust, right? And, or some sort of like spirit they got on them, a stronghold, right? And you're over here doing that. I don't care if it's once a month, once every couple months, once a year, that one time opens the door, right? And God cannot cleanse that, he can't deliver them from that until, you know what I'm saying? So this word is, I meant to bring this word up when I was talking about that, but I did not. So here is this word now. January, February, March, April 22nd, 2024 is when I got it. It says, you need to look again very carefully. There goes again. Look again. Oh my gosh, he's been saying, that has been so repetitive over the last few days. You need to look again very carefully. You influence them and they influence you. You two are already one in the spirit, okay? You mirror each other. You need to trust what I've told you. Scout out the enemy's attempted work. Attempted, meaning the enemy attempted it, but it didn't prosper. You know what I'm saying? I have created and equipped you for such a time as this. I have designed you with durability to withstand this, no matter the opposition and what it may look like. You are to depart from your shame and they will follow. So, for example, if God's telling you that you need to reach out and tell your spouse that they look handsome or beautiful, for example, right? But you're feeling too shameful. You're feeling too like, I don't want to tell them that. They don't tell me that, right? You could go back and forth with that all day long, but God is saying if you remove your shame, right, and you show them that it's okay to say things like that, and you are consistent they're gonna follow. They're gonna follow. You are essentially leading this thing, helping them, right? Assisting God, right? And so okay, if they're having trouble eating healthy, right? They eat like crap, period. Like they just eat like crap, right? But you eat healthy and you're staying consistent in eating healthy, eventually they're going to follow that, right? They're going to start to mirror that, right? And I've talked about this before. I started to eat like unhealthy fast food a lot because that's what my spouse was eating. And I was allowing it to affect me and I was starting to fall into it. But I'm like, no, we can't both be eating like this. Like, so I have to be strong enough to not allow that to affect me and continue to do what I know is right, eating healthy. And eventually it will start to rub off on him. He will start to mirror that, right? But I got to be strong enough to resist that, right? Strong enough to resist the enemy. So you are to depart from your shame and they will follow. They are learning from you. Be fearless, courageous, and bold, and they will mirror you. God's like, did I not tell you to be courageous, be fearless, and be bold? You have to in this time. Okay, it's crucial. So, yeah. I pray again that this makes it to who it needs to make it to at the right time. And I pray y'all are taking heed to these words as of lately, because I really want everyone to make it into the promises that God has for us. We can't allow pride. We can't allow our feelings. We can't allow all of these things to cycle us back through the wilderness again, right? We got to learn from all this. We got to be wise. We got to be knowing and trust God and what God is saying and trust the leading of the Holy Spirit. And so, yeah. Again, I pray this reaches who it needs to reach. If y'all feel led to sow, my information will be in the description box. I thank y'all for all of the seeds and blessings that y'all sow, and I pray that the Lord bless you in return for those seeds and blessings that y'all sow. And I pray y'all have a blessed rest of your day, and I will see y'all in my next video whenever that may be. Okay, bye.